What is up, team? It's me, it's Callow, and we're talking about this disaster right here that just happened. Netmarble proceeded to announce Assault Mode Meliodas at an absurd schedule, which I did mention in stream that I was afraid of, but didn't really think they would follow through with it. And so now we find ourselves in this particular situation. And promptly following this colossal mistake by Netmarble, everyone has pretty much resoundingly collected behind Seaton in this new move entitled Boycott Assault Meliodas 2021. And I agree. There needs to be a message delivered at this point to Netmarble, because they're doing the exact opposite of what they said. They're like, hey, we understand that you guys have a problem with things, so we're gonna really look at adjusting our schedule. Did you now? Don't think so. Anyway, so this is where we're at. Yeah, Seaton's kind of like started this thing with leaving a 1-star review on the app stores. I'm not sure people can change theirs if they've already left them, but I don't believe I've left one in the app store. I'm not sure. I'll have to recheck. If I haven't, then count me in. If I have, then, well, best of luck to the rest of you who can do it. Dislike the Assault Mode Melee announcement video on YouTube, which, boy, has that happened. As of now, it is already at 18,000 dislikes compared to its 3K likes, which, honestly, I would expect all the 3K likes are bots, as Seaton said in his original video. He's like, I would bet that it's like, because no one's happy to see this, and he's right. Nobody is happy to see this. I was literally mid-stream, popping off, by the way, twitch.tv/Callow_gaming. Just playing through the game, and one of my trusted mods, like, was like, hey, you see this? And I'm like, no. And I go to this, and like, I was distraught. Like, my mind exploded. I just literally was like, why? But why? Like, this is I don't understand the logic behind this. Because, like, for example, for me, I would say I'm like a mid to upper tier whale, and I'm going into this and I'm just like, I cannot whale this hard this many times in a row. It's not feasible. And that's for me. Like, that's not including the free-to-play players. Y'all don't even have a chance. Like, that's unbelievable to me. Like, but like, in terms of things that they would understand, like, they're gimping, they're like, in the classes, there's like dolphins, whales, etc. They're literally gimping the dolphins, pretty much anything but the top tier whales right now, which that's gonna cost them money. Like, you're losing money. Like, even the greed argument that everyone says, like, you lose money on this, Netmarble. Like, even if the boycott doesn't happen, this causes you to lose money. I can't even point right. But this causes you to lose money because all of your mid-tier, like mid and even mid-upper tier players, like, in terms of spending, they can't keep up with this. The free-to-play players sure as hell can't keep up with this. And the whales, at this point, don't want to, like, with the boycott. So, like, I don't know. It is what it is. Needless to say, this thing's already at 18K. It was already at 18K dislikes, and it's not getting better anytime soon. So that leaves us with the situation of what the heck happens next, right? Like, if you are Netmarble, if I was Netmarble, what do I do to get the hell out of this situation? Because this is the dumpster fire. Basically, yeah. The other two things are, yeah, do not summon on the Assault Mode Meliodas banner. I am going to cover these real quick. And then please, and I agree, please do not harass anyone who summons for this banner. Like, just don't. Like, it's not their fault that Netmarble's a dick. It really isn't. Just leave them be. I'm actually kind of sad a little bit about the boycott for one reason. Because a bunch of people running Assault Mode Meliodas teams mean I don't have to see Liz in every freaking match, because guess what? Assault Mode Meliodas doesn't run with Goddess Liz. And I was so looking forward to not having to deal with a res in the middle of a PvP match. But alas, This is the situation we find ourselves in. Seton does have some very, very good solutions here in terms of like stuff that they could do. I do agree that 100% and a public apology needs to be made here. Like, and this can't be a half-baked, like, oh, we saw, which he says in the last point. But, like, this needs to be a, like, we messed up. This was not a good strategy. We are sorry. We are going to fix this. Like, no, we're going to consider fixing this. We're going to fix this. Like, full commit. Yeah, I can't say that enough. But the first option, and release this banner with, and basically release this banner and send every player a free copy of Assault Mode Meliodas. Honestly, I would be okay with this. I don't think they're going to give us a free copy of Assault Mode Meliodas. Like, I'm just going to be blunt. I'm not getting my hopes up on that. Like, I don't think that's something that happens. But I would agree with this. Second option, which I do think is probably one of the most likely, if not the one that I'm going to suggest here in a bit, because there's one that is not covered that I do think would be a, like, legitimate solution to this problem. 2 is make a public apology and delay the release of Assault Mode Meliodas and this banner until April. I agree. Honestly, I think this should be delayed, even though we're trying, like, it's very obvious that Global is trying to catch up to JP by the anniversary. These types of banners are not the things you should be rushing. This is not where you should be making up your ground. Where you should be making up your ground are the units that we don't really want to summon on, and you just jam-pack them into one banner. Like, put 2 or 3 of these units all in one banner. Maybe put a good deal on it. Give them, like, a little bit of a gimmick or something that, like, makes them, like, somewhat enticing. But make your ground up there. Now, that being said, I guess, just majorly agree with the last point, which is don't. You've screwed the pooch in terms of being able to make an excuse like this. Don't you dare even think about sending the community oh, sorry. Ooh, you're 15 diamonds. Everything okay now, right? No, it's not okay. This mentality needs to stop. So, honestly, I think either of those first 2 options are ways to get out of this. I don't think you'd be scot-free in either of them. I don't think there's a way to get out of this completely unscathed. I think either of those will make it so that people will be like, sure, fine, like, whatever, we'll get over this. But then you're kind of, like, trapped in the same situation. Like, either A, you drop the first one, which I don't see it happening, because they're not going to give us a free copy of Assault Mode Melee. It just won't happen. And the other one, it really, all it's going to do is just make people, like, still mad that they even tried to do it. But they'll just at least be, like, sated enough to be like, yeah, you know, we're not going to kill you yet. Right? Like, we're not going to completely lay into you. I think one other solution, which honestly I was like, all right, so knowing that they want to try to catch Global up to JP, and that's clearly their primary objective. They've been moving with this kind of speed is unwarranted unless you're trying to catch up. There's no other reason for it. Because, like, in terms of greed, they're going to lose money on this period because there's just people that won't be able to summon. They just literally feasibly will not be able to, even if they're like a dolphin or like a lower tier whale. There's no, like, I'm telling you right now, a lower tier whale going in 2 banners back to back is not going to be able to keep up for a 3rd and then a 4th. Like, it's not happening. So, I was like, with all those factors in mind, knowing that they want to catch up, and they are trying to speed it along so that we can get to that and we will have that slowdown, what is the ideal compromise? And the third solution in my mind, or the 4th solution, I guess. Well, I guess it's the 3rd because, yeah, Seton gave 2 and then 1, like, don't you even dare. But the 3rd solution, in my opinion, is kind of like, is taking part 2 or solution 2 and kind of modifying it. So we get the public apology, which needs to be there regardless. We take the public apology and we do delay Assault Mode Meliodas, but we delay Assault Mode Meliodas and do what like every other gacha does for a hype anniversary. Toss him on the one's banner. Throw him on there. Make him a featured unit. Make him and the one, because like 2 festival units having to farm through even at a 900 900 mileage rate is that it's still going to be atrocious. But even if they only do that, I think that's better than what they have going right now. My solution would be put them both on there, boost their rates. So take them to that 0.5%, right? So that we can get them quicker. And then have the mileage there where you can pick one or the other depending on what you start pulling. I think that is a solid solution. If you want to go even farther and really just be like, hey, we screwed up. We know. We're sorry. Put them both on the banner. And you can make one of these extra adjustments. I don't think they will make these, but like, it is an option, right? It is an option. Where they could either A, put the mileage instead of at 900 to 600, which I think is that's a very bold ask. I don't see it happening, but like that's one way. Or 2, which this is one thing that I figured out that made me frustrated as all hell, is that they apparently made Assault Mode Meliodas on JP a different type of festival coin than the normal ones. Don't do that. Or I mean, I guess you can do that, but still allow people to buy him with the older festival coins. Like put both at the one and Assault Mode Meliodas. Maybe it's only 1 or 2 copies that are available for extra festival coins, but make that an option. I think if you do that, this banner looks infinitely better. This situation looks infinitely better, and I think people will be able to say, okay, we see that you're trying to catch up. We see that you're trying to catch up to JP. We know you have to push this a little quickly, but you're doing this in a way that makes it a really exciting banner for everyone. They allow us to go through the month of February with honestly what I assume would be, they have a lot of, I guess the catastrophes and, like blue, not blue, red Jericho, or the freezing Jericho. And all these, I guess make it the month, give February to the ladies, right? Give February to the ladies of Grand Cross and pop off, catch up with a lot of those units, and then come into March with the biggest banner you've ever had, dropping Assault Mode Meliodas and the one Escanor on one banner, and let the community go wild. Let them enjoy it. Let them thoroughly enjoy it. Throw some amazing deals on it, go nuts, and then you're caught up, everything's good, we're at a better pace. Bright times are ahead at that point, right? So in my opinion, that is, I feel like, the best compromised way to handle it. And honestly, if they did any of the 3 options that Seaton put in, as well as the one, I guess, that I suggested, I would be okay with it. I would go, okay, that's fine. Fair enough, Grand Cross. You've made up for your mistake. You are forgiven. So, as for me, what I will do, I assume I'm going to completely commit to this boycott. At worst case scenario, I will only go for one, which, trust me, if you've seen any of my summons, you know that me only going for 1 copy of a unit is me boycotting a banner. Me only doing 1 mileage is definitely a boycott. But needless to say, I will not use them in PvP. If you use them against me in PvP, I'm sorry for your loss, because my Sariel is coming for that booty. And I don't know. I guess that's all I got for it. I'm going to put a link to Seaton's video below to give it a like, and I will also leave a link to the original announcement video so that you can throw that a dislike. Do all the things. Honestly, this is a message that needs to be sent to Netmarble. Like, this is unbelievably foolish. I don't want to suggest this during the middle of a pandemic, but like, whoever's making this decision needs to consider, like, there needs to be considerations to, like, reprimanding this individual, because they're not doing their job appropriately. I hate to say that, but it's just a fact. Now, I don't know. I don't think that anything drastic needs to happen, but like, there needs to be a serious talking to and just some serious monitoring going forward so that they like really pay attention. And I feel bad for like for the people that like edited the video, like for the people that edited this video, and the production team that did this stuff, because like they're trying, right? They aren't the ones making these decisions. They're the ones that have to market these decisions. They have to put these videos out, and it sucks because they're the ones that are going to see this like 18,000 dislikes, which is going to be more. Like, this isn't stopping at 18K. This is going to keep growing and get worse and worse and worse over time. But they're the ones that are going to have to see this, and they're the ones that are going to be like, hey, guys, this is ending catastrophically. And then someone up the chain is going to be like, don't care if nothing happens. Like, that's the reality of their situation. So, it really does suck for them. But it is what it is. You know, like, I don't know. This is a message that needs to be delivered. Like, really, really, really just, I don't know. If you can, like, I understand if you really, really want this unit. And this, like, this is what you've been waiting for. You didn't care about something for anything else. Assault Mode Melee was all you're after. I understand. I'm not going to fault you for it. I'm going to beat your ass in PvP, but I'm not going to fault you for it. It is what it is. If you got to do what you got to do, then do what you got to do. But, like, I really would like to see a clear message delivered to Netmarble. One that, like, they can't ignore and go, okay, this kind of stuff needs to stop. I don't know. Let me guys know what you guys think down below in the comments. And, like I said, do what you got to do to give Netmarble the message. If you want to like my video, though, too, that'd be dope. We're also trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, so this is going to be a shameless plug. So, you know, do the things, please. Love you. All right. I guess with that, though, I'm going to head the heck out of here. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. And as always, I'll see you all of you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.